Okay, I'll show you my incidents.
Just 2 minutes left. 2 minutes to go.
I'll show the cockpit view. You get an idea what I was seeing. So it went wide. Still, I had no visibility on the guy coming out the cockpit. Coming out the, I did not see there was a guy coming out of the pit here, and I didn't see him. Even on my widescreen view, I have no visibility on this guy. And so I didn't see that, basically. But essentially, this is what happened. Yeah, I saw, like, the thing is, Hannah, imagine all of this happening in about a second or two, because that's pretty much what happened. So this guy comes out the pits, right? I'm coming through here. I'm trying to catch this guy, right? I go wide. He's gone wide. I'm thinking, I need to hold it, otherwise I'm going to get a 1x. I still have no visibility on this guy. Absolutely none. I have no idea he's there. I start to move over. At this point, he starts to appear on my mirror. And because he's on my rear view mirror, I'm thinking, well, I'm clear of him because he's on my rear view mirror. No, he's not. I'm not clear of him. I'm not clear of him at all. If I'd have known he was coming out the pits, I would have stayed left, which is my bad. It's a learning curve. He probably did mention it, Alex, but you know when you're focused on what you're doing, the first thing to go is your hearing, Alex. It's a known fact. The first thing to go is your hearing. Like, you don't hear what somebody's saying to you. So it's my fault at the end of the day. I need to pay more attention, basically. I should have heard the engine, I should have heard crew chief, and I should have stayed left. That's what I should have done. No, you wouldn't have changed his tyres in, Pete. You would have gone in, he'd have literally just refueled. He didn't do anything wrong. He came out full tilt. Like, that's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. You can't put this on him. It's entirely on me. Like, he's come in for his refuel. Like, he's going to go as quick as he can. He's not going to lift. Unless he absolutely has to. He's got visibility on me, but... yeah. It is what it is, racing. The real world, the person next to the pits would have realised he was second to the corner. Maybe. It says on the back of his car, see, think, act. He saw me, he thought about lifting, but he didn't. Nah, I'm not blaming this guy. I mean, he could have avoided it if he'd have lifted, but, you know, I still shouldn't have moved over. Yeah, that's where I went, pups. Ooh, hello, hello. Oh, sub bomb, Scrabot. Thank you very much for gifting 5 subs again, Scrabot. People coming out of the pits have to merge safely with the cars. That's true. It's like, it's one of those situations where in real life, I would have seen that guy in my peripheral view. Like, my view is wide, but it's not that wide. I can't see down the side. I would have seen him. I would have known he was there. Ah, well, it is what it is. Well, Jones, Alex did say that crew chief said there was somebody at the side of me, but my brain wasn't listening. If you got a sub from Scrabot, please give him a thank you, guys. In real life, you can turn your head very, very true, just like that. There's a car there. I couldn't see massive carnage on lap 1, pups. About laps 2, 3, or 4, there was a lot of swearing, which I then muted, but I can't find that incident unless it was the one before the hairpin. I didn't rear anybody, Benner. Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yeah, I basically nudged a guy, didn't I? Which lap was that on? Blimey. Certified viewer, welcome. What am I doing? Which lap was that? See if I can spot him.
10 minutes remaining. 10
It was
minutes.
quite early on, wasn't it? There was a Porsche in front of me because I'd lost the place fighting this guy. Wait, what? Was it him? I think it was him. I've got a feeling it was him. I think, is this it? He basically overtakes me down the straight. I stay inside. As we go around the long right, there's a car on the outside. And in the next bend, he cuts back into me. Is it this lap? No, it's the next one. Must be the next lap. Turn 1 tyres committed in turn 1 on the lap. But he's on fresh cold tyres, full of fuel, cold brakes. He's not on, he didn't change his tyres. He's on the same tyres. Yeah, there's a guy on the outside there. This guy comes over really aggressively and he brakes in front of me. I mean, I don't know what I'm supposed to do there, you know? I don't even think he should have moved over, but he did. And then braked. It was a very light touch 0x, yeah. Oh, hello. Well, at least he didn't meatball. He got going again. Anyway, interesting race. Dear me. Let's see how much I lost. I reckon I probably lost about 70 iRacing and more safety rating. Lost 37 iRating and lost 0.03 safety, so it didn't really affect my safety, but I lost a little bit of iRating. Sunk me out of the 1700s. No. Man, I should have been up here. Should have been like up here somewhere. There's Pups. Pups got 26 and he got a little bit of rating as well. Oh, he came out of it okay. Next event's at 2. Not joined the race session yet. While we're waiting, I'm going to show you a couple of clips that I spotted on a race. I've got a feeling it was that guy. So I was reviewing the race that I did the other day, and you see that? Oh. I should just put it full screen. I was reviewing this race from the other day, and I saw this guy, and I'm sure Christian Pfeiffer. This is the guy that I just mildly punted out of the race. The guy that I just knocked out then, same livery, same name, right? But watch this. I spotted this. 2 clips I'm going to show you. This is the first one. Okay. I'm like, why did he drive in a straight line? Yeah. It seemed a little bit suspicious, right? And then I watched this other clip in the same race. In the same race. Now you tell me. He makes no attempt to turn left. I mean, either that's a deliberate thing, or his steering wheel managed to malfunction twice and he drove in a straight line. But that was the guy that you just saw. Thing is, if you actually listen, if you listen to the engine slows down. As he gets to the corner, he goes, and backs off. In fact, he even changes gear. Bit of a weird one, huh? I don't know if he locked. You can see in my chat. I know you can, Giddy. You know why? Because I'm on desktop capture. I don't know. If you put those 2 clips together, it kind of looks a little bit like he may have done that on purpose. This session usually comes online in a minute, right? We'll join it. If you deliberately take someone off, maybe you get 3 warnings. I don't know. If somebody reports you for doing that deliberately, they take action. I don't know what action they take, but it goes on your record anyway. If you thought 2020 could not get any worse, Krakatoa has blown its top. Krakatoa. What does it say about Krakatoa? Krakatoa volcano erupts, spewing plumes of ash 9 miles into the air. Uh-oh. Go away. It's an active volcano, though, isn't it? I mean, that's what volcanoes do. There's the January 2019 eruption. 2018 eruption. I mean, it seems like an annual event almost. December 2018, July 2018, January 2019. Yeah, I'd say that happens. Well, I'm sure the nihilists will be taking it to mean it's another example that 2020 is the end of the universe. Come on, Session, what are you doing? You'll be lucky if you get Cyberpunk before the end. I don't know, Benjamin. Why would a website report pictures from the same year and say they weren't from that year? Good morning, PC Tech. Just waiting for this session to go live. Come on, iRacing. It is 30 minutes before, isn't it? Is it 30 minutes before? Oh, wow. Okay. No sessions. Oh, that's the endurance. Durr. It's not open for me, pups. There you go. Now it's open. If you change series and come back, it seems to open it. Bizarrely. Beat UI. I've not tried the Beat UI. On the official race guide, it shows them open earlier than the series and specific page. Or as in here. Mr. PC Tech, thank you very much for gifting 5 subs. Good morning to you once again. Thank you for your support, as ever. And if you got a sub, guys, please remember to thank PC Tech.
Welcome back, Nutter.
Welcome back, Nutter. This Squirrel's just making me a sandwich, so I'm going to have a quick bite to eat before the second session.
Welcome to the Nut House.
I have to work today, fair enough.
Welcome back, Nutter.
Presume you're working from home, PC Tech? Am I in a different room? A different room to whom exactly?
To the Nut House.
You know what, guys? Remind me, when I'm doing my qualification, remind me to put it on the overhead cam for you. That one. You can watch quali on the overhead cam. You've pretty much emptied all your call centers. Everyone's working from home, yeah. Thought so. We used to have thousands or hundreds of active volcanoes, Ben. But as the Earth cooled, they became less active, but we still have them. Most volcanoes are actually underwater. As in, the eruptions are underwater, and if they keep going, eventually they build new land. There's new land being built now. Some volcanic islands. Different room to where you usually game, or your coloured lights off. I don't have any coloured lights now. I'm in the same room, but I redid it completely, Bruce.
That's a new fastest lap for Harris, 144.26.
Yeah, well, New Zealand also has earthquakes. There's different causes to volcanoes. Some of them are to do with like tectonic plates hitting each other. Other ones are just to do with there being lava underneath the surface and cracks form and lava comes up. Or the
track
magma.
temperature's decreasing. It's now 27 Celsius.
I used to love Georgia. Nandes, thank you for 32 months. Thanks. Sandwich hype. My lunch. In Europe, I believe Vesuvius is still technically active and could erupt at any point. Etna, yeah. Near Italy definitely has them. I've got a feeling Pompeii is still technically active. Can't remember. Not Pompeii. That's Vesuvius. Ooh, nice. A track guide, Welsh Gamer. What do you mean by that?
The leader has just done a 142.17.
I think Vesuvius tends to, if and when it... Apparently, I can't remember if it's Etna or Vesuvius, but when I went to Italy, I remember them saying that the people who live on that island where the volcano is, they can't get insurance against it eruption. Like, if it goes and flattens your house, you can't claim. Like, you chose to live on what is a known active volcano. Mount CD, Dylan, is in Tenerife, I believe. I've been up there. What gear and braking zones? Blimey. It depends which car you're in, Welsh Gamer. Do you know what? I've not been in a race yet with the anything but the GTEs. It just happens to have split that way.
The leader's just done a 141.64.
Benjamin, if you take Silverstone as a racetrack, for example, Silverstone has very strict controls on noise levels. I remember the guy briefly explaining it when I drove around the track and we had our driver, what do you call it? Our driver briefing session before we raced on the track. And he basically explained that they have noise abatement rules, very strict controls over when they can actually have races, and also the loudness of the cars on the track. It's like a points-based system, so they can have, example, if you want to race a classic V12 F1 car, because it's so noisy, if it goes around the track for a couple of hours, it accumulates so many points of noise that they pretty much can't do anything of that noise level for the next month. It's that strict. So they do have quite strict controls on noise now at racetracks, particularly Silverstone. Welsh Gamer, I mean, I'm not particularly fast around this track. I only properly started racing on this track about a week ago. The best way to see is to just watch what I'm doing. Like, the brake pedals are on the screen, the gears are on the screen, just watch where I brake and when I brake and stuff. Yes and no, Hannah. Like, at the end of the day, if you choose to live near a racetrack, you got to expect noise. It's like people who buy a house in a flight path of a major airport and then complain about planes flying overhead. It's like, well, you bought the house. You know, deal with it. Right, you either want to live near an airport or a racetrack, or you don't. If you don't, live somewhere else. Well, the house may have been there before the flight path, but did you buy it before the flight path? Or did they put the flight path over your house after you bought it? Well, that's the thing, Ben. There'll always be people who would like to live on a flight path. What about people living in South Texas near SpaceX that is building launch pads? If you think how many launches they get cross-fixed, like living near a major airport, you're going to get planes flying overhead continuously every day. If you live near a launch pad, you're going to have to deal with a launch, what, once, twice a month? You live near Gatwick? I mean, I live in Chelmsford, we're like, I don't know, 20 miles away from Stansted. But we're also 20 miles away from Southend, if that. Planes do go overhead, but they're pretty high. No goodie. If anything, we get GA planes flying over Chelmsford because it's quite GA friendly over Chelmsford. It's a lot quieter in the sky, Mr. Chippy. There's not a single GA plane flying over. Jimerick, I would love to watch the launches. Hannah, it really is. It's wrecking a few things. People's currency. People who need to revalidate. Students who want to get more hours in and do the flight lessons. And people who are running out of medical, like their medical's expiring. And what the CA has done is come out and said, like, my single engine piston rating expires in September. It's a 2-year license. It expires September this year. Before September, I need to do 12 hours of flying, 6 as pilot and command, and then I need to go up with an instructor for an hour to revalidate. What they've said is, for me, my SEP rating will now expire at the end of November. So I have more time to revalidate. Your SEP is your single engine piston rating. So that's basically the class of aircraft that you can fly. So I can fly a single engine piston aircraft, like a Cessna 172. I can't fly multi-engine, which is an MEP rating, nor can I fly jets. It's a bit like your license has different classes of vehicles on it, doesn't it? You'll have a car with a trailer, rigid body truck with a trailer, certain weight limits. It's a bit like that. You have to get rated in different classes. You can't get out of rookie. Getting out of rookie is super easy, Ninja Cat. When the race grids, don't grid. Don't click on race. That'll spawn you in the pit. They'll all then start. You then get to go. You'll be nowhere near the pack. Drive round at your own pace. Stay out of trouble and finish. Your safety rating will go up. Your iRacing will go down, but you don't care. After a few races, you'll be in D. That's all you got to do. I believe they are, Jimbo. I'm not sure, though. Jimbo, if you're going to order from Fanatec, can you use my referral link, please? Well, Diamond, when I started learning to fly, the instructor said to me on about my 3rd lesson, go and get your medical. You'll need it on about week 12, but get your medical now, because what you don't want to do is spend a load of money and then find out you can't get a medical. I think we have a command for it, Jimbo. Alex, have we got a Fanatec command? There you go. I think if you click that, I think it uses the referral link. I can't remember. Right, I'm just going to nip for a quick bio. I shall BRB. There we go. Watkins Glen, it says in the title. There's puppies.
There's traffic behind. Keep your wits about you.
As if puppies just went out. Oh, wait. No, it's not puppies. It's Alan Olsen with puppies livery on it. That was confusing. Somebody else is copying Sean's Ben and Jerry. Thank you for 62, Nikki. It's a fake puppy, exactly. Uh-oh, where's he going? What
Right side's clear.
on earth just happened?
Faster cars approaching.
Wait, that was puppies? Really?
Clear right. Right side. He's still there. Hold your line. Clear right.
He got on the first ship to Mars.
Second place. The leader has just done a 141.39.
That's not...
Sector 2 is 0.5 off the pace.
That's an add-on, Benjamin, by the way. That's not iRacing doing that, but iRacing has an API, Ben.
Okay, Paul, there's a faster car approaching.
That was close.
On your right. Clear right. th place. That puts you 1.8 seconds off the pace. That lap was a 143.21.
API, Application Programming Interface, basically allows information to be presented to other apps that want to use it. There's Poppy selling ice creams on the corner. Oh, jeez.
Car left. Clear left. P15, you're currently 1.9 seconds off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.7 off the pace. That was a 143.25.
Guy's gonna get on the inside now.
Sector 2 is 0.38 off the pace.
Oh no. A touch of grass. Ooh.
On your right.
I went over to
You're
left
right.
just a little bit too much.
P16.
You see how that guy backed off coming out the pits? Imagine that. Race session should be kicking off shortly.
Sector 1 is 0.48 off the pace.
There we go. Yeah, every time I see somebody barreling out of that pit, I'll be like, no! Wow, there's a Honda. In the practice session. I filled the cart up. I assume the affiliates go with them into the cart. Not 100% how it works, Jimbo. Ah, the HPD is the Honda LMP2. Gotcha. What kind of engine's in there? In the HPD? Yoshi, Honda makes the most diverse products, honestly. Is it a hybrid? Good afternoon, Mr. Chu. How are you doing? It's an old vehicle, fair enough. 28 Celsius. 1.8 strength of field. That's higher than last time. It's going to be tough.
hit exit. The track temperature is falling. It's now 28 Celsius.
Well, Mr. Chew, I think we're all trying to do that, mate. I haven't left the house in nearly a week. Oh my god, I wish it wouldn't do that. Like, you're putting force on and then it just goes... Poof. Right, you want the overhead cam arm in? We can do that. Let's go overhead for quali.
Hit exit is clear. We have 2 laps to get the job
And you,
done.
pups. And you, mate. Stay out of trouble. Well, I don't mind either way. It's all for your viewing experience. We'll do a session and see what you think. Right, my on-screen chat turns off now during quali, so I will not be reading chat. FYI. All reading Jack's same 69 months. Hope you're well, Jack. Mr. Jacobson. I've got a feeling the times will be quite aggressive. Holy smokes. Lost a load of time then. That was terrible. I was pushing a bit too hard, I didn't brake enough. I don't think this is going to be very competitive compared to everybody else. And I've made a mess of that.
P7, you've just done a 142.60.
There's one place you want to get right, it's T1. could have been better.
The leader's just done a 141.24. The guy behind has just done a 142.
Oh well, 2 clean laps.
The car ahead has just done a 142.55.
141.2 some people are doing. Yikes. That's a full second quicker than me.
P12.
Told you it was going to be a tough field. Once a Classic has been updated, Andy. Blimey. Does anybody play that? Flight sim, I'm waiting for my new rig. My new rig, which is not quite finished, has got my flight sim hard drive in it, which is a bit annoying. Jack Garrett, thank you very much for gifting 5 subs. And if you just got one, please remember to thank Jack Garrett. Thank you, mate. This is going to be a much tougher race than the last one. I think Pups has probably jumped into a lower split. He'll have a much easier time. Oh, I should have done so much better in that last race. This is going to be a lot more difficult. I am properly midfield on this one. Look at the times.
To the nut house.
Look how close this is. It's not working. My promo code. Is it a code or just a link? Isn't it just an affiliate link?
To the nut house.
I'm not sure if... Oh, for iRacing, sorry. Yeah, okay. There's a story about that. Apparently my code doesn't work. I emailed the support team 3 weeks ago, nagged them every 3 days, and they kept saying we've sent it to marketing to sort out, and I've had no fix and no response.
To the nut house.
So I need to reply to their support team again and say, are you not going to do this? You can still use my email address, annoying Ashley. If you put my gaming@squirrel.tv referral email address, then I'll still get a kickback if you're going to sign up. Yes, Ben. That's exactly how racing works. So I'm car number 28. So to be positioned 18th, it means I qualified better than my racing expected to, if you see what I mean, my rating. Yeah, if they ever fix my code, then yeah, that'd be great, but... Well, not really, Van
That's
Dago.
the end of the session. P18.
They've literally sat on it for like over 3 weeks.
Welcome.
No, I'm not. I'm using just one machine.
I'll have fun.
I'll leave that on until the F-bombs drop and then we'll mute it. Excuse me.
Good luck. Keep calm on the first lap, please.
What did he say? Let's see if I can finish this race. Oh, keep calm on the first lap. He said something on first lap, but I couldn't work out what it was. I really don't like starting so far back in the field. This is where the carnage happens. Enjoy your bacon roll, mate. More chance to avoid it though if you take it easy first lap. Well, the people behind you are usually all over you. The one who has to stay calm usually causes the carnage. It's always in the S's. Always the S's where it happens. Fireman John, are you 2 months?
1860 minutes.
I don't know what I was going to do.
Follow car number 30 in the right column.
Wolf, I've got a SimLabs P1X rig. There will be a video on my studio.
Car number 30.
There should have been a video on my studio by now, but my rig, my new rig, which is going to feature in the video along with everything else, has been delayed, and the parts are delayed for it because of Corona. So once the new rig arrives, I'll do a video on my room, and I'll do a video on the rig, and go through the details on it. So if you want to sub to my YouTube channel so you don't miss that video, but it won't be for a few weeks yet, I don't think.
Before stop doing stupid
Catch up to car number 30.
Oh, nice, Wolf, thank you. Wow, the car behind me, Mathieu Jacquemin. I can't believe there's already a name taken for that. Like, he's number 2, Mathieu Jacquemin 2, which means somebody else already registered that name. That's amazing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Armin. The spotter is, like, crew chief spotting gets it completely wrong at the start of the race. It says stay behind the wrong car number, and it says the wrong lane.
We need to catch car number 30.
Oh, this is a bit bunched up.
What the? Stupid P1. Fuck.
Seriously? He's gonna slam into me on the pace lap?
P1's playing games.
Take it easy, guys. First lap.
What is P1 doing?
Green, green, green.
Go ahead, Matt.
T1 carnage, here we go.
Thank you.
Dude, doing? What are you doing?
There's the S's, this is where it's gonna go.
You're down to
Car
the
left.
side?
Still there. Clear left.
There we
Okay,
go.
Paul, decent start. We can build something from here. Left side. Clear
Oh,
left.
my life.
It's not fucking possible.
Are you okay, mate?
Every time on the first lap, every fucking time.
Fucking what the fuck happened up here?
Can you hear me? Respond, please.
I lost it on the top end, and well, I had to.
Ma vaffanculo.
If you can hear me, help's on the way.
Someone put me into the stratosphere.
So that shit.
Told you, it's always the S's at Watkins. Cold tyres, somebody loses it, and there's nowhere to go. I avoided every car apart from the last one. Every single car apart from the last one I got past. Car doesn't feel like it's performing too well. Like, personally, I just want a good race, you know? Just a nice, clean race. People just go full ham through though. I must admit, the guy who lost it, he didn't even lose it properly in the S's. He kind of lost it down the straight, which is really weird. He definitely, car's not exactly stable right now. I don't know how drivable it is. Let's see what it's like at the top end. It feels a bit unstable on the left turn. Yeah, we'll have to have a look at the replay.
P23, come on, get your head back into it. Keep it smooth, focus on these lines.
You see what I mean though? It doesn't make any difference when people say, take it easy on that one. It doesn't make any difference. As soon as that light goes, everybody floors it. .237k is top speed down here. That's about 20k's off.
The gap to Bauer ahead is increasing. It's now 4.2.
Well, the car's very much down on top speed. I'm trying to work out how drivable it is, how competitive it is, and whether to come in for some basic repairs or not, you know.
Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks a lot.
See, loads of people are going to start quitting now when they go into the pits and realise how long they've got to wait. On the left turns, it's very unstable. Right turn it's okay, but left turn it's not. Jack Shepherd wants to say, thank you, Jack.
Good. 23rd place. That lap was at 146.00.
146, so I'm down like 4 seconds a lap, maybe
The
3.
next car is Bauer.
Antonio, you're lagging, you're blinking.
I might have to go in for some repairs and see what happens. There's no fast repairs, Ben. Once you get out of rookies in Class D, generally there's no fast repair. I think I'll go in for a pit and see what the mandatory is like. If it's only like 5 minutes, I might take it, I don't know. It's either that or lose... Let's say I'm losing 3 seconds a lap for the next 32 laps.
The leader has just done a 141.70.
Oh yeah, maybe wait until the pit window's open and then get the refuel at the same time. I'll have to try and do that. Just plod around, and then when I have to come in for fuel, go in early. And try and pick up some repairs, maybe. I know, if anything, I'm going to lose it on the left turn, because it's really slidey on the left. Oof. It's not too great on the right. You have no boot cover and no front fender. Have I got a rear wing?
P22. Your lap time was 146.49.
Trying to work out where the left turn skid's coming from. Just imagine when they put the new damage model in the GTE and there'll be bits of track of car all over the track as well.
The guy behind's catching. The gap's now 5.9.
So right now we're into damage limitation race. Try and salvage safety rating and points. I honestly have to wonder if people would drive like that in real life. Like if your life was on the line, would you actually drive like that? I don't think you would. Some would. Well, yeah, but they wouldn't live very long, would they? You love ACC. I installed ACC on Thursday, I think it was, when iRacing was down for maintenance. I only had a quick go of it. I've no idea if I'd like it or not. I mean, graphically it's amazing, and the Assetto's always had pretty good physics. And at least the UI was a lot better than the previous Assetto, but I've not really tried it, to be honest. I mean, I play iRacing for the online experience. I don't want to race against AI. Does Crew Chief tell you when the pit's open? iRacing needs permadeath. Oh, lol.
Oh, yeah.
Bonner, thank you for the bits, mate.
What the hell?
I have no idea what you're on about, Bonner. Absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
How stupid are you?
That's for sure.
P18. The lap
Sounds
time
like there's
was
more
at
fun.
145.17. Good lap. That's your quickest. so far.
145 is not bad considering the damage I've got. It's only down 2 to 3 seconds a lap with my normal.
You can't just run people off the track.
Somebody else has discoed. Oh my god.
Yellow flag. We'll need to pit for fuel. 32 minutes into the race.
Well, we're pitting before then, Mr. Crew Chief.
Thanks, man.
Nothing I can do about this guy catching me up. He's going to buy the 2.5 wheelbase. Oh man, it's so slow around now.
Okay, Paul, keep it nice and smooth. Come on, let the race come to us. 16th place.
This guy's going to have me down the straight. I don't know. I mean, I use my GT rim, bizarrely, mostly for trucking. I tend to use this style of rim for racing.
Car left.
It's a bit more responsive and agile.
Clear left.
So how much top speed I've lost. If you're unsure, just get one rim initially.
You're gaining on this guy. The gap's
No,
down.
I'm not.
0.7.
Crew chief, no, I'm not. He just overtook me. The crew chief has no context. He just looks at what's happening now. He doesn't look at what just happened. Have the same wheel for GT3 around the hill, car and trucking. Blimey.
You're all over the place. Come on, man. Get your head back together. B17. Sectors 1 and 2 are 1.1 seconds off the pace. Sector 3 is 1.4 seconds off the pace.
Sorry, crew chief. I'll try to drive a broken car better for you, mate. You're all over the place. You're an idiot. You can't drive. Get off the track. This guy's brutal.
That was scary.
I tell you, if you put crew chief into non-PG mode, it gets pretty aggressive. Starts swearing at you.
Yo, Alexander, good luck.
No, really. Really, Valtio, really. By default, it's in PG mode. Yeah, I ain't doing it, Janus. If you want to do it, try it yourself. Does anybody know how Pups is doing in his race?
Alright, Paul. You're gaining on the
No
guy in
bother.
front. The gap is 2.2 seconds.
Considering the car in front, mind you, he's got a broken wing, so he's probably lost. Has he got a broken wing? He has got a broken wing. I wonder if I can catch him. What's Pup's name? Sean Ruston. He's in the same race but a lower split, I think.